The backstage could be a completely different show in itself because everything is beautifully choreographed. There are set pieces moving, actors moving, and we really have to be sort of on top of everything. When things go wrong, we try and shield the audience from that, of course, but there are places where automation doesn't work. It would just be like if you had your own computer and it didn't work one day, or there was a sort of a kink, and sometimes that happens with our show where we might have a problem with the chandelier not going out at the top of the show, or you're going to see in a minute the automated candles coming up. There could be a situation where a row of candles got stuck up and didn't go down, and then the boat can't pass. So everything has sort of a domino effect in terms of the scenery and how it works. Most of the time, I would say 99% of the time, what you're seeing is a flawless piece of technology working, but like anything, there can be times where it doesn't work. We have an incredible crew, as I said. We have about 20 tractor trailers, huge tractor trailers that carry our entire set. Everything you see from the deck to the lighting instruments on the side, to the props, to the masking and the wings, everything goes with us. We have a very extensive loadout and a very extensive load-in. We generally do 2 shows on a Sunday, and at the end of that Sunday night, when everybody's done and the audience is going home at 10:30, my crew is staying here, and they are taking the set apart with the help of 100 locals and loading it into the trucks, and then it goes to the next city, and the drivers drive through the night to get it there. So that's on a Sunday night, and then we start loading in Tuesday at 8 a.m. That's our general schedule, and it takes from 8 a.m. to midnight.
In this end of the world is where the ladies change. We've got 6 dancers on this side and 6 singers on this side. And the way the show works is whenever there's principals on stage, the ensemble is down here changing clothes. And we're a floor away from the stage, so they have to do their scene, come back downstairs, change their clothes, change their hair, go back upstairs, do their scene, and then we just keep going again and again. Most everybody has 6 changes or thereabouts in the show. Some have more, some have less. Because we're a traveling show, we have everything arranged in what we call gondolas, but you may just think of it as a closet on wheels. So each person has their clothes in a gondola, and in this area there's 12 ladies that get dressed, and there's 4 local dressers that help them get in and out of everything. But I think this jacket in particular is like the epitome of what the designer and the director talked about when they were first talking about Phantom of the Opera and what it should be, and the words they used were sensual and sumptuous. And if you look really closely at this cuff, you'll see that there's beads on sequins, on trim, on base fabric. It's layers and layers and layers of stuff that you don't necessarily see from the house, but because all these layers are there, when the light hits it, it looks rich from out front. If this all wasn't there, if it was just this, it would look terribly flat. It's really an incredible thing. A lot of shows, when they leave Broadway, they cut it back, so what you actually see out in the rest of the United States is not what you see on Broadway. This show isn't like this. This is totally the complete show that you would see if you went to Broadway. Or London. I mean, it's all the same design, all reproduced. So it's really nice to be part of it.